All right, so this week is a little light, so I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the week. So, learning activity one is going to be the virtual classroom. So, we'll be meeting tomorrow night, um, and so that is 9 o'clock my time. It'll be 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, and 6 o'clock Pacific time. And then you write reflective discussion posts. So we'll probably go over, kind of like we did last time, just a brief skill for how to deepen the process. So it leads beautifully into this week as you're talking about more technical ways for creating that environment. So hopefully we can take it a step deeper. So we'll talk about intent and need and going after that in the group. I've found that to be fantastically helpful in creating a deep dynamic in the group. So just another one of those skills where by the end of this, by the end of our time, you'll have three. And I think they are the bread and butter of what we do. So if you don't walk out with tons of info like you're getting, that those will be three things that you'll know you can go into a group and do very well because we'll have practiced them in the live classroom. So hopefully that's fun for you. And then learning activity two is the homework partner call, competence character plan, and the growth plan review. And then we get into the meat of it. So activity three, you are going to love this activity. So Cloud & Townsend and Jacobs will take you through really the beautiful process of how to do groups. They go into such detail that you, Cloud & Townsend specifically, go into such detail about different things you can use in group. So out of any of the readings, definitely take your time on this one. I think you'll appreciate it. And then learning activity four is you're going to be working again on your big elephant project. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with A, the quality of writing that you guys have, and then B, the content. Now, the thing I pushed all of you in is to put more character stuff in there because the content you have already is wonderful, and I think you take it to this nth degree as you integrate where the symptoms are coming from for the groups that you're running. So I want you guys to push in that. I think it'll help you professionally also. And then so you're going to work on this one this week by developing skills to plan and implement the large project. So you continue researching your topic so you decide how to explore the topic each week. So part of this is including concepts that will help move the group members to growth and healing. So getting specific and using some of these skills that you'll have learned this week to do so. So I'm going to throw my own plug in there. So here's some examples. So I've done this quite a bit. So when we are talking in group, Martin Buber talks about the I-thou relationship and the I-it relationship. So I-thou is a sacred relationship where I am me and thou are sacred. And it is this stance where we are not assuming anything about the other person. We're just being curious. That would be my number one plug, is that until you have a real firm grasp on the dynamics of what's going on, if they need to work on attachment or boundaries, until it jumps out at you, which it will as you do this, I don't push in the dynamics very much in the beginning. I am just curious about why X is happening or Y is happening in response to X. So if you want, go do some research on Buber. He has some great work out there. So you want to move them to an I-it relationship also in group, where they will connect to others with their preconceived notions of what they think the other person is thinking. And that's them relating to the other person like they are an it, not a thou, not sacred. So that's just a simple way to think about what we're trying to do in these groups. We're just trying to get them to connect relationally. So just for a plug for you, so I'm still working on this in my own work. I just had a coaching call this week with my coach where we're talking about how I can stop analyzing literally everything. So Lizzie gets really upset with me when I analyze and I have to have the perfect response at all times. So try to get out of that mode. That's my push for you as you're leading groups. So then here's another push. So this one is exaggeration and playing out the projection. These are my two favorite group experientials. So if somebody is talking in the group and they say something real small that they have more anger there, I try to get them, I kind of flag them and help them to exaggerate that behavior. So I ask them if they can take it a step further, or ask the client to exaggerate behaviors of obsessions by asking them to spend 3 hours or to spend 3 minutes just talking about how much they love so-and-so. Just to get them to explore and be curious about if they do or don't love so-and-so. So that's just a fun way I like to get the juices moving in group and allow them to experience that they can take these risks and play with different things that they're feeling. So it builds initiative into them, opens them into that they can choose to make the group whatever they want to choose it. That's why I love role plays and experientials so much, is it builds initiative into the group so that they take on the process. Next one is playing the projection. So the projection of, for example, if here's one for the eating disorders, actually. So her projection of herself as a responsible person is placed on her sister-in-law. So Nayla is then instructed to role play a responsible and irresponsible person. So this brings about awareness of her conflicting perceptions of herself. So playing out the projection. I love that piece because polarities is a big thing you'll work with in groups. So hopefully that's helpful just to give some examples of what you'll do in your groups to build in that character at a deep level. So dig deep. Feel free to email me, text me, call me. I'd love to kick around some different ways that you guys can build this in experientially. That's definitely my forte, and I love that stuff. So thanks a lot. Sorry about the cough. Have a great one, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow night. You are wild. Love it. See ya.